Welcome back to Bissell Maple Farms YouTube channel. I am Nate. You're in my truck. I'm actually taking the day off. I wanted to get this video uploaded for you guys today. It is Thursday, and let you kind of keep coming along the journey with us. You'll see in this episode, we get the centrifugal power sifter prepared, cleaned, have some things to do, replace a bearing, and yeah, get it up and running. And for those of you who just joined the channel, we are a maple syrup family. I basically took my dad's hobby that he learned from his dad, who learned from his dad, who learned from his dad, and my dad kept that going. And it's like one of the things that I've just always had a passion for and have enjoyed being a part of, and just kept it going. Started in my parents' backyard, grew the business, got too big, they evicted me, and we found an old General Electric factory in my hometown that I grew up in Jefferson, Ohio. And over the last 7 years, we've renovated that building and grown over time, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, it is. It's been a fun journey, and we're just getting started. In this episode, we get the power sifter running. So I hope you enjoy it. We'll catch you at the end. This thing is a rotary sifter. We bought it used. It was used in the food industry. We aren't sure what, but we have caustic washed it, pickled it with acid, so we've removed a layer of stainless. And then also, before we're done with this video, we'll hit every part of it with steam to make sure it's been completely sanitized. But this is the last piece of equipment we'll need, because our small one just won't keep up. And there's a basket I got to get to show that slides in here. This spins, and then we'll be able to test it here today. So. Beautiful. I'm going to take a look at the inside. One last walkthrough. This is gasket material. We have a new gasket coming. This was the rest of the gasket. So gaskets are coming. And this is the oversize. This is where you sift out the fines. And then here is where the auger is. But Dean has cleaned this up. And then, okay, I think we're ready. We had to get that steam clean because we're going to move this into position, but I wanted to make sure it was steam clean before we moved it. Daniel's getting the electrical box, so we're going to move this whole thing into this air-conditioned room so we can sift the sugar. And I will show you the process. We use pots first. We bought all new equipment. This is our new mixer. It's all brand new. So he's got to get the remaining sugar off. We ran this today. Worked well.
Yep. I saved 3 5-gallon pails of
sugar water. Attaboy. And then we bought brand new stock pots to heat the syrup. Let's see if I can find them. They're not here. So we're heating with 440,000 BTUs per burner. And the stock pots. Let's see if I can find them. They got them somewhere. It smells delicious in here. So this is the sugar we made today with the brand new stock pots and the mixer. So the ladies are scrubbing the stock pots we used today. How they looking? Yep. So there's a little bit of black char in there. Is that loose or still hard? Still hard. That's from burnt sugar. But these were all bought brand new. We are moving the power sifter over to where we have some power so Daniel can test this thing. So this is a stainless door the guys put on today, or a stainless box. Drives inside. Nice. Same deal, same drive. You like this drive?
I like that drive.
You're getting used to it, aren't you?
Well, they're easy to set up, super reliable. It's a good drive.
And then you added a on-off potentiometer and a uh-oh switch.
Yep.
Cool. All right, plug it in. We're hot. All right, we'll give you some juice. Look right inside there, Zach. See the paddles moving? I'll slow it real slow for you.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so that's that 1%. I'm up
Oh,
to
boy.
25, ready? 50,
Oh, my
75.
God.
It starts shaking a little bit. 75. We're not even up to speed yet. Here's 100.
Moving backwards.
What's that?
It's like it's moving backwards almost, so fast.
So whatever we put in there, I think it's going to sifter.
Yep. All right.
Push it right through those screens. It's like a squirrel cage. Heck, it might even cool it off.
Yeah.
Feel the air?
Yeah.
75. 50. 25. 25 might do it.
Yeah, seriously.
So you don't have to run this thing hard.
Right.
I think 50 will probably be 20.
This is the biggest screen we have.
Yes.
This is the biggest one.
Are you pretty confident that's big enough?
I think it's big enough. Yeah. If anything, we could probably go smaller.
It'll just make dust.
Well,
Yeah, if you go smaller. I ordered a reducer, a 6-inch to 12-inch. And we'll just use a Fernco. You'll butt up the 6-inch reducers, PVC.
okay.
And I can actually get 12-inch like pipe or something, and you can just feed it into the pipe and let it. I don't know what else to do temporarily.
Yeah.
You'll want to have this up so you're dumping down into it. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
But this is 6. 12's only going to be that much bigger. You know, 3 inches on each side. And it's going to be tapered, but at least it'll be easier to get it in the hole.
Yeah.
Trying to use.
They're getting those 64-ounce scoops too.
Yeah, so I don't want to scoop. Don't ever use a scoop that can fit down this
It'll
hole.
be a lot bigger than that. So.
Yeah, whatever you do, don't ever drop anything in here. That's
Yeah.
because that auger will just get trashed. Good job, Dino. She's clean, new bearing. I think we're ready to sift tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll move it in place and sift her. So that's an eventful day. Made 1,000 pounds of maple sugar today. 420 pounds in the last batch, which tells me we could probably push 1,200 pounds in a day, conservatively. And sifting's not going to be a problem. That's the last of our worries, is that sifter. It's oversized. Let me move into here. Let me turn you around. Sugar. So should be about 2,000 pounds of sugar in here. And then these are the oversized that we'll run through the sifter and see how she does. Yeah, I think she'll break her down. That's the goal. There we go. Wish I could get those other lights on. So we're gonna have to move this sugar out of the way, and we're gonna put the sifter right here. That's the plan. So what do you guys got going here?
Closing the doors, taping them up.
Taping them up. Why are we taping them, Dean?
Yeah.
Our gaskets haven't come in yet, but we're gonna use safety yellow duct tape around the edges, and this is just for dust control. So Kyle's gonna put this in. We're gonna tape up the edges, and we're gonna haul it into the small production room. Ah, sweet. Good job, Dino. Did you put this on, Kyle? Did you put the tape on?
We work together.
Oh, sweet. So this is the current gasket material, is the duct tape for our tests. The other issue we have is I don't know how we're going to get it through this door here, because this is going to be taller when we lift it with a strap. So we're going to have to figure something out. Maybe use 2 forklifts. I don't know. We'll figure it out though. Dean's mounting his air. Will you mounting your air line right there, Dino? So Dean's got an air pressure gauge. This is gonna put air on the seal to keep sugar from going in on the bearing. And this one as well. He put air onto the seal, which keeps the sugar off, actually keeps it inside here. So Dean painted these all up. Looks good. I think we want to bolt it down, Dino. Yeah, we're going to bolt it right to the floor. Let's see what Dino's got for
They're feeling right on.
there. You already tested it?
It's supposed to be a certain
15 psi.
PSI.
Is that faster? Fast as you can feed it, it takes it, huh? Uh-oh. Hey, Zach. What do you do here? I don't know. It's fluffy. Is that a really, really clumpy one?
Yeah.
Didn't care, did it? Alright, that's all it'll take, bud. This came out of a tree. This came out of a tree, man. That's crazy. Wow, he's flying through these hoppers and bins now. He's putting lumps in there and it's coming out beautiful. Let's see. Gotta put a lump in. Find it out the bottom. There you go, there's your lump, Zach. There's your oversize. Pretty good. Well, it's pretty amazing that that sugar comes out of a tree. All of that sugar came from a tree. That's what boggles my mind. It came from a tree. Pretty interesting, isn't it? So that's the power sifter. Yeah, it's well oversized for what we're doing. And no one ever said, man, I bought this tractor and it just has too much horsepower. No one's ever said that. Ever. So this power sifter, 10 horsepower, 3-phase motor using a VFD, 20 horsepower VFD, converting 220 volt into single phase into 230 volt 3-phase. And it's been a journey, but thanks for coming along with me. I'll catch you in the next episode.